Welcome back to another episode of Raid Shadow Legends. Today, the fusion calendar has dropped for OELLA. So before we go into the calendar, let's take a look at what you are fusing for this time around. So this would be this fusion, OELLA. Her kit, as for the kit, the A1 will decrease speed on a single target, books to 100% chance, and this cannot be resisted if the husband Ao10 is on the same team. The A2 is a AoE heal, okay, 30% of the allies max hit point, and also extend their buffs, so it will book down to a 3-turn cooldown. The A3 will fill the turn meter of all allies by 30%, and also plays a strong version of increased speed, increased resistance buff on all allies. Okay, so it will book to a 3-turn cooldown, so this is one of her very good skills. As for the passive, she will basically place a continuous heal buff on an ally whenever they lose 15% of their max hit point from a single hit, and the continuous heal will be 2 turns instead if the husband Ao10 is on the same team. So this will only occur once per turn to an ally. Has a very good aura for dungeon, which will basically increase everyone's resistance by 75. Let's take a look at the calendar, right, on how you are supposed to get OELLA. So let me move myself a bit. So this would be the fusion calendar, right? So the big the obvious thing here is that you cannot get Maruka, the epic, from anywhere of the events or tournaments, okay, which only means one thing: you have to get all 16 copies of the rare Shadow Bow Turlac. Okay, so there is a total of 16 events and tournaments in this calendar, so ranging from Ice Golem, Spider, Dragon, all those dungeons, to Dungeon Divers, the usual stuff, right? The Champion Chase, Summon Rush, Classic Arena Takedown, Champion Training, okay, the usual fusion activities. I will not go into detail because you will have to do all of them. Okay, so why I would say that I'll be going for this fusion, okay, is because I'm going to get this guy, Mr. Shadow Bow Turlac. Alright, I only need 1 copy of this. It's going to be an easy fusion for me because of his kit, and he looks like Robin Hood from the Sylvan Watchers. Okay, so the A1 is whatever, has a chance to place 25% decreased attack on an enemy. The A2 is an AoE hit, which also gives increased speed, a weak source increased speed to all allies. Okay, books to a 3-turn cooldown, which is very good. The A3 is very exceptional because this gives a veil buff to all allies except this champion for 1 turn, and also gives a shield buff for 2 turns, which the shield value will equal to 20% of this champion's max hit point. Books to a 4-turn cooldown, which means that if you build a lot of hit point pool on this champion, the shield will be very thick, right? Very good skill for a rare. You don't come by this skill a lot for a rare. And as for the passive, it will decrease damage received from skills by all allies that are under veil or perfect veil by 5%. So it's a mini Duchess. Okay, alright, for a rare, very good. I think if you have multiple copies, I think this passive will stack. Okay, alright, so that's just one idea. I'm getting this for the future faction wars. I think this will greatly help me. So it'll be an easy fusion for me this time around. So let me know down in the comments below whether you're going for this fusion. What do you think about OELLA and Autan? And happy hunt.